Hi, my name is Dr. David Armstrong. Today we're demonstrating exercises for the lower back and stretches. This is the fourth in a series of stretching and strengthening exercises that we do. This one's referred to as a pelvic tilt and or partial curl up. So it's important when performing the pelvic tilt is essentially a flattening of the lower back musculature. So where if I stick my hand underneath your back, there's actually an arch underneath there. The pelvic tilt is essentially a flattening of the lower back against my hand, good, with an engagement of the abdominal musculature. So it's a pelvic tilt. And it's a movement of the pelvis in a clockwise direction and shortening the distance between the sternum and the pelvis. Those are the rectus abdominis, or the abdominal musculature. It's important to get a good sense of the contraction of those muscles, that you're not contracting the whole core when you're doing this exercise, but simply engaging the muscles of the abdomen. Sometimes it helps to assist in putting your fingers in the abdominal musculature to feel the sensation of them tightening, but it's important, again, not to tighten the whole torso as a result of engaging the abdominal musculature. We want to be very specific. The exercises that we're doing are designed to incorporate or engage specific muscle groups. It's very important to know what you're doing and why you're doing it so that you can bring about a positive result without actually aggravating the underlying condition. That's the first part. That's the pelvic tilt. If that's a comfortable position for you and you've been doing these exercises for a couple of weeks and you want to progress, the next is what we call a curl up or a partial sit up. But we don't want you sitting up, and it's really all it involves is engaging the core and performing that pelvic tilt. Once you obtain that pelvic tilt, you want to lift the shoulder blades, in essence, up off the table or off the surface and then backing down. You don't want to pull the head and neck forward at all, so just gently placing your hands on your chest and coming up, curling up, just lifting your shoulder blades up off the surface and then back down again regularly, or breathing out when performing that activity, doing the 5 count, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then laying back down. It can be a stressful exercise if you engage that whole core. So remember, all we're doing is moving forward and kind of curling partially up, but we're not coming all the way up. It's not a sit-up. It's what we call a curl-up. And it's a way to engage the abdominal musculature in the front part of the core to help you develop strength and stability for your lower back.